Growing up in America, there was never any Chinese Americans on TV or Chinese on TV, period. So that's why I watched Jackie Chan and Jet Li and all those things and watched Hong Kong movies and Chinese movies because those were the only way I could get Chinese people on my screen. And so it's kind of good to see 40 years later, although it took a very long time, to finally see Chinese faces on American television.
Starring the show is a lot of work, but you're also the executive producer. How did that happen, and can you balance the two?
So originally, I was only the executive producer. I was not meant to star in the show because my producing partner, Stacey Scher, she called me one day and said she wanted to make a show like this for AMC and wanted to have a lot of martial arts, and she didn't know how to do the martial arts side. And I said, well, the only way you can do that is if you use a Hong Kong crew because we work very fast. And on the TV schedule, you have to work very fast. So she brought me on as executive producer to bring the martial arts side to the show, and that meant bringing Stephen Fung, my partner, as an executive producer who ended up becoming the fight director, and then Didi Ku, who's our martial arts choreographer, and then of course the stuntmen from China that we brought in. Originally I was just organizing this side of the show, and then when AMC started to cast, they said they wanted the lead to be an Asian person. And so they started to audition a whole bunch of people. We saw lots of people who either were very good martial artists but had no acting ability or had no acting experience, or very good actors that had no martial arts experience. And then we did find a handful of people who could do both. But I think AMC was still not satisfied with the choices we had. So the rest of the producers said, you know, Daniel, this part is really made for you. You have to try it out.
It's a wasteland.
It's difficult because it's very challenging to shoot. We had, in this one season, 6 episodes, there's 12 fights, very intricate fights, very difficult fights.
Sonny, you can't outrun who you are.
I got the role. I did really like the Sonny character a lot. So I think it was a good thing. In the end, you know, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad that it was me that eventually ended up doing it, but it wasn't planned that way in the beginning.
What if I left the Badlands?
What do you got out there?
Finished the first season, it was extremely difficult. I mean, we know why. Our main goal was to put martial arts on American television. And we know why that hasn't been done before, because it's very, very challenging, very, very difficult. I think, you know, of all the projects I've worked on, over 60 different projects, I think this was the most difficult. But luckily I came out of it without any injuries. I had a cracked rib, but that was about it, and so I'm okay.